Thanks for listening to our podcast, unMetered. As a member-owned, not-for-profit electric cooperative, our focus is on providing affordable, reliable, safe electricity and outstanding member service. One way that we're doing that is by providing more avenues of communication to you, our member. Through the podcast, we hope that you will be able to find some helpful hints, tips, and things to help you conserve energy, as well as some informational pieces that will help you understand what it means to be a member. Thanks for listening in this week. Extremely excited to have everyone back for episode 37. We've kind of been moving along this year on these podcasts. We're extremely glad that you've been paying attention to us, and you've also been subscribing to our podcast and YouTube channel. So thank you for doing that. If you've not done so, please go and do that. You can access all that through mtemc.com/unmetered. If you want to talk to us, Josh, tell us how they can talk to us.
On the website. Or through social. Just hit us up on our social accounts. Reach out to us. Give us some ideas. Give us some thoughts. If you want to tell Adam he's doing a good job, do that. He needs it. He hears it from me, but it doesn't count. Reach out to us on social. Let us know what you think about the podcast. And like we always say, if you have ideas, let us know. While you're out and surfing the World Wide Web, as it were, go out there. If you have an outage, navigate over to MTEMC.com, check out our outage map, see if you're part of it. We're getting ready to roll out a new one here.
We are,
and
it's going to be on this little device here.
We're getting there. We're getting there. So hold your horses. If for right now, if you have an outage, report it to 877-777-9111. And then, of course, something else that's going to be cool on that little thing, which we're talking about, is sharing change.
Yeah, so with sharing change, you can go to sharingchange.org. You can sign up. Easiest good thing you can ever do. It takes less than about 5 minutes to do that.
Right.
No problem to do. You can also sign up not just through the website, but you can also sign up by calling 877-777-9020, which is our contact center. So if you have any questions about sharing change, they'd be more than happy to talk to you about it, get you signed up. Or if you just have general questions about your account, your bills or anything like that, you don't need to make a payment, anything of that nature, please give them a call. They're more than willing to help out. They are available Monday through Friday, so be sure to give us a call.
The cool thing about our contact center, I don't know that before we get into everything that we're going to talk about today, the cool thing about our contact center, I don't think we talk about them enough, is not only do they do a great job and field thousands and thousands of calls every single week, day in and day out, but they're here, they're local, and they're the ones that you talk to when you call in. They're actually just on the other side of these walls, talking to the members and doing a great job. So we can't sing their praises enough because they're the ones that you call in and talk to. When you have a high bill and you have questions about it, they're the ones that reach out, that you're reaching out to. And of course they have our backs. There's one of our contact center agents. I got to take a minute.
Well, they're very passionate about this job. They're passionate about the cooperative. They're passionate about the members.
That's right.
And they're passionate about our linemen.
That's right. And so one of our contact center agents, if you've talked to her name's Barbara. She is fantastic. She's probably one of my favorite people in the world. I do. I love her to death. But, a couple weeks ago, she saw the podcast and she saw this bird just absolutely assault me. It was
a flyby.
It was horrible. It was absolutely, I'm traumatized. But anyways, we were doing the move over thing.
Yep.
Well, she was out and about and she actually found this move over bracelet. It says, slow down, move over. And she told me, she said, just remember, slow down and move over. So I am going to be wearing this bracelet as a reminder to watch out for not only our utility workers, our first responders, but the birds, because they're coming. That's why I'm glad we're inside now.
Just like the movie. So again, as a reminder, if you're out and about, remember, move over.
That's right.
If you see a bird flying above, you may also want to move over as well if your name is Josh.
That's right.
So
duck and cover.
This week, though, we want to, we wanted to really talk though about a new thing that's coming out. We've been teasing about it. We've been talking about it. You've seen it in the magazine. You've seen references to it on
like it's a
social.
movie premiere.
It feels like it is, but we're extremely excited that we're going to be offering a new MTEMC app, and and you can actually find it by going to myMTEMC starting on July 10th.
That's right.
So if you search it now, you're not going to find it, but on July 10th, you're going to find myMTEMC.
That's right.
You'll be able to register for it. It's right here. You'll see the on screen. You'll kind of see the home screen here. But it's got some great things to it.
That's awesome. It will actually be in the iTunes App Store. It'll be in the Google Play Store. The cool thing about this, last week we talked about myMTEMC and the web portal version. They're both one and the same. The cool thing about this is when you register for one, we mentioned it last week, when you register for one, that registration carries over to the other. So you can do it when you download your app. If you've already registered online for the portal, you can jump right in there and all actually, I would say an abbreviated version of what's on the web portal is in this.
Well, and there's just some things that you just can't do on a mobile phone. You know, just the technology in general is not there for it. And so, with this thing here, though, the big thing about it is you'll be able to pay your bills, you'll be able to report your outages, and you'll be able to contact us pretty easily. And I think one of the coolest features is the ability to see your usage.
Man, the usage graph in this thing is phenomenal. I mean, we touched on it last week on the web portal piece, but a lot of that data is right here at your fingertips. So you can go in and you can check your daily usage data. Now, for me, I have kids at home. It's summertime. I'm able to watch and be like, hey, why did you leave the front door open and the air conditioning turned down? Because now our bill's high. But it gives you the opportunity to really dive into that and see what you're using and make adjustments so that it can lower your bill. It really puts a lot of the power in your hands, so to speak.
Well, and speaking of the contact center, we'll have people who call in,
right.
members who have questions about why their bill was so high, particularly during a high bill season, which is when the cold winters or hot summers. That's really when we get, and they'll call into the contact center and say, hey, can you help me find out why my bill is so high? And so the contact center folks were able to go through and they were able to explain your usage. Now you have that in your hand, and you can actually see that with the AMI system that we now have has really allowed us to let you have more control at your fingertips.
That's right.
Of how you spend your electricity.
Right. I mean, it's still important to know that if you want to call in or you're having trouble understanding the data, call us. I mean, we'll talk to you about it by all means. But a lot of what you're going to be looking for is here. I mean, you can look at your bill history.
Yep.
You can look at your usage history. We did mention, and it's important to mention again this week, that you're going to get notifications. And some of the ways that you're going to do it, you'll have email notifications when you sign up for these things. But if you want to get like text alerts and things like that, you have to go into the online portal to make those changes.
Well, and the other thing about those is that there's also inside this app here, you'll actually have a place where you can see notifications. So at the bottom side, there's a little red, little red notification piece that pops out, and it will show up. Now, one thing that it does not do is it doesn't make those annoying red notes on your home screen. That's always you got to click it, and it's always annoying because you can't figure out where to go to. Those notifications are going to be in the app. It's just they're in the app. They're not going to be bothering you while you're trying to look at Facebook, going to one of our, maybe seeing one of our posts.
Which also, by the way, you can get to from the app. So
you can see all of our social media from the app.
You can get out there. You can like us.
You can watch our podcasts on the app.
It is a one-stop shop.
It is. Well, and one of the things I think that's going to be that people are going to really enjoy is the outage features in there.
Right. And as we continue to make improvements to the app, as we continue to develop and make improvements to all of our pieces that we're rolling out, that will come along. And so you're going to be able to go out and see where our outages are. From our outage map, which is linked in there. We'll be able to roll out the functionality that will actually allow you to report outages through there. So all these things, a lot of it's going to be ready July 10th. Some of it will be in the days following or the weeks following as those pieces get on. Because it's not just as simple. And I think it's important for members to understand too. It's not just as simple as creating a mobile app and just launching it.
Right,
Because
exactly.
we have a ton of back-end systems, from the finance side and the billing side and our outage management side. I mean, there's a lot that happens behind the scenes. So when we build an app like this, or when we have an app, we have to make sure that all those pieces integrate. And what we don't want to do is roll out this app with what we think and throw all this functionality in there and then have something break. So, as we launch everything, there will still be things that are coming online. And it's important to know that. The cool thing about it is, unlike other apps, it doesn't come in the form of, I got to go to the app store and no, it pushes. I have apps on my phone now that I'll open up and I'll be like, wait, this looks different, and it's just because in the normal...
and there will be some updates that happen.
Sure.
Just as security evolves, as technology moves along, we'll continue to push those out to make sure that you're protected.
But you'll know,
and you'll know what's going on.
Yep, exactly.
So again, like I said, this is going to be one of the easiest apps I think that you're going to have.
Definitely.
We've been testing it, we've been playing with it, and the folks that have put this together have just done a great job.
Oh, yeah.
They've been working behind the scenes for for months now, making sure that those systems that Josh was referring to were ready to go. And we know there may be a hiccup or two, and just let us know. Well,
do what we can to fix it.
Exactly. There's nothing like 216,000 people testing an app at the same time to find every bug imaginable.
Cool thing is you can with the contact us in here, you can actually send that straight from the app. So you don't even have, it's not like, oh man, I found a bug, let me go and log into my no, you just hit the contact us and put it under, find whatever the closest thing is or other, and then just type it up. Hey, found a bug, this doesn't work.
Well, and again, this is for those, this app is designed for those that don't want to necessarily use the web portal so much.
Right.
They want something that's quick, it's easy. If you have any questions about how to set this stuff up, you can actually go to mtemc.com/myMTEMC, which will be available starting July 10th. Again, July 10th is the date that you need to know with your cooperatives, changes that are coming out.
That's everything that we've rolled out. It's in the magazine this month, and you know what? I love the fact that I got a call yesterday, and some of our specialists, member support specialists, said, "Hey, there's stuff in the magazine, and people are wanting this now." July 10th.
It's so close. You can almost touch it.
It's like 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks, but everything starts on July 10th. So mtemc.com/myMTEMC will be available July 10th. We got walkthroughs that we're going to talk about that we'll have on there. And so it's just, this app is so cool. It's going to, like Adam said, you're going to be able to pay your bill first and foremost. Call us, talk to us.
We love to hear from members. It's just,
but if you just want to hit the button and go,
exactly,
you can store payments in here. You can set up recurring payments if you want.
Yeah, the auto pay system. You're able to set up those payments on a recurring basis.
That's right.
You're able to access all of your bills online, so you can actually sign up for our paperless billing.
Which, hey, side note, if you were previous to, we'll say July 10th.
Yeah.
If you were previously on paperless, you will need to sign back up.
Right,
It's
exactly.
important to know that you, and we're going to send you an email just to remind you, but it is important to remember that you need to sign back up if you're on paperless billing.
Yeah, and if you're a bank draft customer, member, something like that,
or where you use like the auto pay, where your bank pays your you put in there and the bank sends the check.
Exactly.
Yep.
You'll want to make sure that you're checking with your financial institution to make sure that your account number is correct on starting July 10th.
Because it drops those zeros.
You go from 2,000 to 20.
That's
2,000 to 20. You drop 2 zeros. Not 1, 2 zeros. And so again, you're going to want to make sure you do that. Now, when you register with the app, you can use your old one, either one. We prefer people just to go ahead and start getting used to using that 20 number, because going forward, that's what we're going to have.
That's right.
And then the other thing is, in line with getting ready for the app to launch, this weekend we're going to be doing some maintenance.
Good point.
And we're actually going to take down our IVR and our payment systems to allow us to get some things done on Friday night, starting at around 7 p.m. until 7 a.m. on Saturday morning. So if you need to get any payments in on Friday, be sure to do that before 7.
Otherwise, you can do it after.
Exactly.
You can Saturday afternoon, Saturday morning after 7 o'clock. It'll be up, but we'll have a notice on the website.
Yeah, if you have any questions about when it's on, when it's not, just go to our website, because the following weekend. So this weekend, obviously going into July 4th,
short little
very
outage,
short one.
Short outage with some of the stuff. You'll see it on the website. Basically, it's just Friday night.
Right.
Next weekend, different story.
It's a little bit different next week. So starting Saturday, you won't be able to make any more account changes.
Right, this Saturday.
Starting this Saturday, which is the 1st.
And now for account changes, we're talking like, you need to go in and larger account changes, ones that you would have to call us for and things like that. So you won't be able to do any of that. But then starting next week, it is important that you keep an eye on our website because we're going to have some alerts coming up about some system downtime. Really, next weekend, while we make this conversion, our system's going to be down. So check out the website, look at that alert. You'll be able to get to it from your phone, not the app, but from your phone, from our mobile site, to see what that alert says and understand. So just kind of keep in mind that if you know that your bill usually comes up around the the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th of the month, it might be a good idea just to try and pay that before before we don't want you to get in a bind.
Well, and just so you guys know, we are expecting credit cards and debit cards payments to not be available on Thursday afternoon. So starting Thursday afternoon until July 10th.
That's right.
The credit cards. Now you'll still be able to come into the office, pay that way, pay by electronic check up until Friday afternoon. At 7 of the 7th.
Right.
So again, you'll still be able to make payments if you need to. It just may not be through your normal channel.
It sounds confusing, but I mean, really and truly, the information will be on our website. When you go to pay, when you go, because nothing's changed over, so you're still going to go to the website and pay that way if that's what you normally do. All the information will be there. Just make sure and take a look at it. As we get ready to wrap up this week, next week we're going to have kind of a nice broad overview. Just of everything that we've talked about, some reminders. We're going to talk about what's happening on the 10th. We're really looking forward to next week, and then after next week, the next podcast it's done.
It's live. It's going. So again, we're really looking forward to the to the podcast. Getting to show off all the things that are now live.
That's right. Hey, just as a footnote, our offices are open Monday, July 3rd. They will be closed July 4th for Independence Day. So be safe. Be safe. Be safe. Have a great 4th of July. Remember, move over. Birds, utility workers, all that stuff.
Anything overhead, just keep your eyes open.
That's right.
And that does remind me, for safety with your fireworks, be sure you're watching for overhead lines.
Yes.
That is one thing, especially in suburbs and other places where people may be shooting fireworks. Again, as Josh said, safety is a huge thing, especially when it revolves around electricity and fire together. So
that's right.
Thanks again for listening. If you want to check anything else out, go to MTEMC.com.
Right.
So thanks and have a great day.
Happy 4th. unMetered is brought to you by Middle Tennessee Electric.